Start with, yeah. Sorry for inconvenience, guys. I think I was 15 minutes delayed because of this issue. Okay, I couldn't notice it.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So let me go for give the explanation for past session. What the session I started in previously, where I stopped. Am I started conditional statements or not? Srija,
as
here.
assignment.
Yesterday I was not there in the class.
Yesterday I also not taken any session.
Oh, yeah, then we started with the statements.
Okay, control statements, right? Within the control statement, I explained something like simple if and if and else I explained, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And meanwhile, with by the time of explanation only, I explained like nested conditions also, like same block we can write in another block, or else if block may contains one more if block, or else block may contains the else block, something like this, right? So that kind of explanation I just given a delivered in our previous session, right? So let me go for our files and patches and Chiru, and here we have a concept is Python control statements. Yeah, over here I explain like what is program, what is statement, and what could be the execution flow, what are the control statements we have it, and what is the conditional statements. So I think we are here, like I explained something like simple if, and some a small program I explain by the time of explanation of the program. Okay, so if block is containing the one more if block. So this kind of statements we are calling it's the nested blocks. Okay, and so if may contains the else, right? If and else also I explain. Okay, so if you want to do one task, but there could be two options are there. Out of the two options, you have to go for choose only one option. Depends upon the condition. That situations we can go ahead with this kind of no if and else. And by the time of if and else, I explain you like a nested if. Nested if, like the if block, it contains the one more if and else block. So this is called, we are calling it say nested ifs. Clear? Okay. So now I would like to go for explaining about the third condition statement, which is the what it is. What it is? Elif later. What is exactly the elif later? So elif later means we have the task one. Okay, we have the task two. Just imagine, guys, we have the multiple tasks, something like this. We have the task 3, and we have the task 4, and we have the task 5, and we have the task 6. Okay, something like this. We have the multiple tasks are there. Out of this all tasks, it will service only one task. Only one task can be, okay, executed. So if you want to do that, kind of scenario, then we can go ahead with the elif later. See, in case of if, we have only one task and the same task which is depending on the same condition, right? If the condition is true, then task is executed, then it will skip. But in case of if and else, we have the two tasks are there. Out of the two tasks, it will execute only one, either task one, either task two. Task one can be executed if the condition is true. Task two can be stopped by the time, right? Or else it won't be executed. If in case condition is false, then task one can be stopped and it will go for service to the task two. That we see in if and else, right? But now here we have a elif later. In case of elif later, we have the multiple tasks. We have it out of the all the multiple tasks, it will execute only one task. So to performing or to do that kind of scenarios, we can use the elif later concept. Did you got my point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. So how this syntax would be something like this. Okay. So of course we have the if. Okay, here we have a condition. So if in case my condition one is being true, okay, for example, if my condition one is true, of course the if is checking the condition one. If the condition one is true, then the task what we are writing that it can be executed. By the time you may have the n number of tasks are there, it won't execute. It won't execute. It just simply skip it. It directly go for out of the if elif later block. If and only if this condition is false, then it will go for checking the second condition. For every task it might having the corresponding condition. Okay, but before it is going to the condition number two, make sure that it will go for executing, or it will be go for checking the condition one. If and only if my condition one is false, then only it will go for checking the condition number two. If in case my condition number two is true, then the corresponding task what we are writing inside of the elif block, it will executes. Okay, and for example, so after execution of this task, it will went to the out of the elif later block. Okay, for example, even my condition number 2 is also false. That situation, it will go for the next level of elif later. Okay, I mean third condition. So the third condition we can write into the another elif block. If condition number 3 is true, the corresponding task can be executed. Once corresponding task is executed, then it will into the out of the block what the task or what the conditions we have it, it never go for checking. Okay, if and only if condition is fail, then only it will go for the next condition. If condition is true, it will execute the task and it will skip the rest of the all the conditions. This is the way you can write the this is the way you can write the n number of elifs in between the if and else. If in case, if all conditions are false, if all conditions are failed, then it will go for executing the else block. This is the default task, and it will execute it last, or it will execute it if and only if all conditions are failed. Did you got my syntax or not?
Yes, you got.
Yes, yes.
Just wait for a second. Okay, fine. So I hope you guys are understood, right? The elif later, concept. So with help of this one, what I can do, we can write the small program. And meanwhile, I given some task, right? Have you created your hacker rank accounts, everyone? Ravi, Chiru, Madhu,
I
Ashwin.
didn't.
I already told you, right? Srija, Varun, Shrai.
Yes.
So have you created your anchor accounts or not?
Yes, I created it.
Okay, so if you guys are created, please share me your report.
Okay.
So today what I can do, I would like to go for creating the one sheet. No, the sheet what it can do, it will take, it will it will ask you some kind of questions. How many? programs you executed in a day, that information have to be submitted. Okay,
Okay.
that way I can I can notice whether you're practicing or not. Yeah, as of now, I was not started any kind of coding session, so that I'm not given any kind of assignments. But make sure that today onwards, I mean, if I completed my control statements, then you can expect the some kind of programs. Okay, so at least in a daily, I am expecting from you at least 5 programs. You have to be you have to be solved it.
Sure, Anil.
Okay, so now I can write a small program. This is a very basic programs, guys. You can write a program, find the, or else print the grade based on, or else write a program, print the bonus. Okay, based on sales. This is my question. Okay, for example, I am the sales engineer, or else I'm the sales manager. Okay, I may get the bonus when I did some sales, right? If I'm not doing any kind of sales in my marketing company, then I won't get bonus or not. I won't get, right? I only get only salary. I won't get any kind of bonus. If and only if you reach your target and if you do some better work, then you might be getting some kind of bonus, right? Yes or no? So, for example, if your sales are more than 100, if your sales are more than 100, you will get the bonus of your salary of 50% of 5. I mean 50%. For example, if your salary is 10,000, you will get the bonus is 10 plus 5. How much? 10 plus 5, how much? 15, right? You will get the 15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, if your sales is not more than 100, your sales is maybe in between 100 to 50. Okay, more than in between 100 to 50, then you will get the sales is for example 20% only. Okay, so if your sales is in between 20 sales in a month, more than 20, but it is not more than 50, it was more than 20. That means the data, I mean the sales, it was in between 20 to 50. You will get this, you will get the what we call bonuses. Let me take it here. It is a 15, here it is a 30, here it is the 20. Okay, and for example, your sales is you are not in you're not your sales is not more than 20, maybe your sales is more than 10 only. Okay, but it was in between 10 to 20, then the time you will get the bonuses 10% only. Okay, and for example, your sales is no at least minimum 5. Okay, in between 5 to, then you will get the 2% of 2% of bonus, and you're not so if and only if we have more than 0, in between 0 to 5, you will get the zero bonus. Zero bonus in the sense you will get only salary, you won't get any kind of bonus. So I should have a salary also. I want to know that salary, right? For example, the salary in a person is 10,000. I can take this information from the user, but for before I do this example, I have to take it on my salary is some constant salary. It was 10,000. Okay, so if in case, and meanwhile sales, number of sales. So the sales, it can be anything, right? Okay, so the sales it may it was input from the user, even salary also it was input from the user only, but I can take the enter the sales in a month. For example, you have a sales is some value, right? So I have to check, I don't know what could be my sales, but I know my salary, but I don't know how many sales I did it. Okay, so I have to count all my sales in an entire month. Maybe I have the more than 100, I have the more than 100 sales. Okay, that situation, what could be the bonus? What is the bonus?
50%.
So your salary
Yes.
bonus. My question is bonus, not your entire salary. I'm not talking about total salary. I'm just talking about bonus. What could be the bonus formula? Salary into
Sales percentage.
sales percentage, or else bonus percentage. Okay, my bonus
Yes.
percentage is 50%, right? 50% in the sense 50 by 100.
100.
Okay, this is my bonus. I can calculate only bonus. End of the day, I can I can enter the bonus. It could be like my total salary. It was salary plus bonus. That is my total salary in a month. Okay. For example, my salary, sorry, my sales which is not more than 100. Okay. So if the condition is fail, I can check at least my sales. It was more than the 50 or not. If in case my sales which is more than the 50, then what is the sales percentage or what is the bonus percentage? My bonus percentage is from my entire salary. Okay, from my entire salary, 30% of the salary actually. Okay, so that 30 by 100. This is my bonus. If in case my sales is not even 50, not more than 50, maybe in between the 10 to 20 to 50. Okay, so my sales, it was more than 20. That situation, what could be my bonus formula? What could be my bonus formula?
Salary
20
into
20 by
20. 20 by 100.
20 by
20 by 100. That's fine. 20 by 100. Okay. So next, if in case my sales which is not even more than 20. Okay, my sales is very poor and it was in between 10 to 20 only. So then I have to check the condition is, if in case my sales are it was more than the 10, that situation, guys, can you please mute your systems? My bonus is salary into 10 percentage, right? Okay, next one is, if in case my sales is not even, okay, not more than the 10, just it was in between 10 to 5 only. Okay, in between 10 to 5 only. So that kind of situation, my bonus is salary into, okay, so 22% or the 10 percentage? 2 percentage, right? 2 by 100. Okay, if in case else, if all conditions are fail, so your sales is not 100, not more than 50, not more than 20, not more than 10, not even more than 5. So if in case for any situation, okay, what is my bonus? My bonus is 0. Yes or no? My bonus is 0, right? I'm not getting any kind of bonus. So finally what I can print, my total salary in entire month. What could be the formula for total salary? For total salary is your original salary, the monthly salary plus bonus. You don't know how much you are getting as a bonus. It totally depends upon your sales. Okay, this is your this is your salary for entire month. So you just execute here, and for example, I did the, okay, 120. So if it is 123, my total salary is how much? 100. Sorry, 10,000 plus 500, 5,000. It was 15,000 or not? So this way you can take it your value. No, even you can take the salary. Sometimes salary is also not constant, right? Constant in the sense, maybe it's per employee to employee, the salary can be changed, right? Enter your salary. So this is your salary calculation. Okay, I'm writing a program for total salary calculation with your sales. So here my salary, it was for example 35,000, okay, in a month, and I did only number of sales, it was 40 only. So 40 in the sense, so this condition is failed. 40 is not more than 100. 40 is not more than 50. 40 is more than 20, right? So that means my bonus is my salary into 20 by 100. 20 by 100 in the sense 0.2. So 0.2 into 350. Okay. 0.2 into 350, it was 700. Yes or no? Sorry, 7,000. 7,000 plus 35,000, it was 42,000. Guys, did you got my question? Did you got my logic here? So here 35,000 into 0.2, which is equal to 7,000 or not? So this
Yes,
is
yes.
my bonus. Okay. So here my sales is more than the, okay, 20, but my sales is more than the 10 also, right? My sales is more than the 5 also, right? But why this is the conditions are, which is not even, why these conditions are not executed? The default logic is that if any one of the condition is satisfied, then it will stop execution over here. It will jumps to the last statement. Okay. So that your salary is 35,000 plus your bonus is 7,000. Total is 42,000. Clear? Can you
Yeah.
note this program?
Yes.
If you have any
Yes, yes.
question regarding about this program, please ask me. Then I can try to explain it. So here the logic is, what? Bonus equal to salary into your percentage of the sales. A bonus percentage. Hello? Yeah, done, right?
Yes, I know.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now, okay, now what I can do, I think so. This is about if and else, if later, nested if. Now we are talking about the some kind of looping statements, so that you can write some programs actually. Okay, so you can practice any program in our hacker rank. So coming to the looping statements. So here, what exactly the looping statements? For example, you have the one task, the same task it was executing multiple times in the same time, or else continuously or repetition. It was doing some kind of repetition. Okay, so that situation, the looping statements will help you. In Python programming language, we have the two type of looping statements.
Seems you're on mute, Anju.
Okay, so coming to that, looping statements. So looping statements means, for example, you have one task that you want to repeat multiple times, then we can use the looping statements, right? Coming to this looping statements, okay. So we have the two type of looping statements are there. The first one is the while, and second one is the for. Okay, first one is the for, and second one is the while. Any one is fine. Okay, but there could be some kind of difference. Okay, that I can talk about what is the difference and other stuff in a tomorrow session. But today, what I can do, I can do at least one looping. I would like to try to explain at least one loop actually. Okay, for example, you have one sequence. You have one sequence. You have one sequence. I'm writing over here. I have one sequence of elements. I have the sequence of elements, for example 2 and 9 and 1 and 10 and 45 and 100 and 123 and 56, something like this. Okay, 2, 9, 1 and 10 and 45, 100, 23 and 56. How many elements are there here?
8.
8 elements, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so that means if I'm using the for loop, okay, and I'm giving as the input is the sequence, then the for loop is repeating the 8 times actually. Okay, how many number of elements are there in a sequence, that many times the loop it can be repeated. For example, I have the sequence is list of, this is one sequence or not? List is the one sequence, right? 45 and 56 and 78. Here how many elements are there? 6 elements, right? I'm giving the syntax for the for. The syntax is for, and you have to provide the some user defined variable. You can give it any name, user underscore var, in the sense you can give any name. Okay, so for var user underscore var, and in the keyword, that blue color, the green color indicating that it's a keyword. Okay, this is my sequence. For example, I just written the print hello. So how many times the hello is printing? Can anyone guess it? I already told you the for loop can be repeated, depends upon number of elements are there in a sequence. In this sequence, how many elements are there?
6.
6 elements. So 6 times these two statements can be executed. So print hello hi, hello hi, hello hi, something like this, which is printing the which is printing the 6 times.
6 times.
Okay, Sir Anjan, why? What exactly this one is doing? So this one nothing is doing, which is just accessing every time first element. For example, for first iteration, which is accessing the first element. For second iteration, it is accessing the second element. For third iteration, which is accessing the third element. For fourth iteration, fourth element. Fifth iteration, fifth element. This is the way. This is the user underscore var automatically updating from first element to last element. I hope you clear, right? What is the use of this one? This is the iterator. It will iterate it from the first element to last element. So for first iteration, it is a 56. For second iteration, it is the 90. For third iteration, it was 23. For fourth iteration, it was 19. Fifth iteration, it's a 56. Sixth iteration, it is a 78. This is the way which is starting from the first element to last element. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions? Any questions? Any
As
question?
of now.
How the for loop is very simple, a very simple loop. For loop is very simple loop. The syntax is for and in. So here we can give you some group of elements. Here we can give you one variable. So this variable which is accessing the element by element wise element until unless it was reaching the last element. Once it is reached, then it will stop your entire loop actually automatically. There is no condition, there is nothing actually. You don't need to provide any condition. Simply you have to provide some kind of group of elements. That's it. Clear? For example, I want to be I want to explain one function, a range function. So this range function, if I'm giving some number which is starting with 0 to and 9, total how many elements? 0 to 9, 10 elements. So
Then
the element is starting with 0 and which is ends with the 10 minus 1. So total we have the 10 elements. So this is the range function. So many times we can use while you're using the for loop. So for example, here I have the 10 comma, for example, 25. The situation which is starting with the 10, okay, 10 to 24. How many elements we have it? 15 elements. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and so on till 24 it was generating automatically. Okay. So here we have a range function and we can provide you some start value and a stop value, and meanwhile we can provide you some step value. This time what happens? 10 plus 4 it's a 14, 14 plus 4 it's a 18, 18 plus 4 it's a 22, 22 plus 4 it's a 26, 26 plus 4 it's a 30, but 30 is your stop element so that it can't access the 30, only till 26 only it can be generating. So this is the way the range function, okay, it was creating some kind of range of list elements. Okay, so with the help of this range function we can create a small program. Write a program, print 1 to 10, print 10 elements. Okay, simply for I in, you just give in place of sequence we can give you the range. So print 10 elements, right? So I'm just printing the I, so which is printing 0 to 9 or not. Okay, so this is the way the range function we can use it. For example, 10 to 25 which is generating from 10 to 24. Next, if I'm giving here 10 to 30 and every fourth element I want to be accessed, so that 10, 14, 18, 22 and 26. So this is the way the range function we can use inside of the for loop. Any questions? Any
Okay.
questions regarding about range function?
No.
Okay. Now here I can write a program. Write a program. Find the sum of first 100 natural numbers without using any formula. That means 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, and so on till 100. So what is the result you want to find out? Simply sum is my variable. It can be 0. So the sum variable can updated for every time. Okay. So which is starting with 1 2 till I want access 100, so that I'm giving the not 1. So every time the sum updated with some my previous sum value and present value of the I, right? So this is the same statement. We can write something like sum plus equal to I also we can write it. So once all iterations are done, then we can print the sum value. Okay, this sum which is having the first 100 natural numbers. So which is 5050 or not? First 100 natural numbers. Is it 5050 or not?
I think the same maybe.
Yes, correct.
N into n plus 1.
Yeah, n into n plus 1 by 2.
Hmm.
N into n plus 1 into by 2. That is the formula, but the formula and this result could be the same. Okay.
Yeah, I think it is equal.
Yeah. Now, so find the sum of squares. Sum of. So that means this is 2, and here 2. That means 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square. I want to do that squares of sums. Okay. Write a program. Find the sum of some squares. Some squares of first 100 natural numbers. So simply what I can do, you can use the 2 stars of 2. Okay, I power of 2, sum equal to sum equal to I square of 2. So this is the meaning is sum square. So this is 338350. So it's a very simple, just I'm changing the logic. Okay, am I change any syntax here? The syntax is constant. The syntax is never been changed. Only the logic is changed. So if you want to know the logics, make sure that your mathematical knowledge also little bit good. Okay. So what we can do, we can open your Hacker Ranks and try to practice some programs. I just explain you now basics only. I can know once I done all the control statements, we'll do lot many programs. Okay. So make sure that what we can do, we can go to the HackerRank and practice. So sign up as a developer and practice, click on the practice, then after practice Python and try to solve the each and every program from the HackerRank. That is our task, and please try to do that and submit your score. Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Take care. Bye. See you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Anjan. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Anjan. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mother.